knowledge, what happens? That is explained in the next 3 verses.
Yajñātvā na punarmoham evam yasyasi pandava yena bhutanyasheshena द्रक्ष्यस्यात्मन्यथो मयि अपि चेदसि पापेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यः पापकृत्तमः सर्वं ज्ञानप्लवेनैव वृजिनं सन्तरिष्यसि यथैधांसि समिद्धोऽग्निः भस्मसात् कुरुतेऽर्जुन ज्ञानाग्निः सर्वकर्माणि भस्मसात् कुरुते तथा.
Hey Arjuna, why did you start learning this? Bhagavan, because I was confused. Dharma sammudha chetaha. And that is our own state. Because we have forgotten what our actual dharma is, and therefore we are living some other paradharma. Our actual dharma is of Satchidananda Swarupa, and we are living the dharma of that which is limited. Hey Arjuna, having gained this knowledge of who you actually are, yajñātvā, having known that absolute truth, na punarmoham yasyasi, you will never fall down to the state of ignorance or confusion. It is only as long as one is in ignorance, one suffers all problems. The moment knowledge has happened, ignorance disappears forever. Swamiji, I did not know the answer to a question. And I got to know the answer, but after 5 days, I forgot. So ignorance came back. So in this also will such a thing happen? The answer is no, because it is not an information, it is an experience. What is the experience? That experience which is avyaya, which is infinite, it is an experience which will never end. And thus, having woken up to that truth, that person never ever in his life falls down to the state of an ordinary, egoistic human being. That person experiences Brahmarpanam, Brahma Havihi. It is wrong identity of ourselves which gives wrong evaluation of the world around, which gives us all difficulties. Arjuna, identifying as the ego, wrongly evaluated this war and thus came into problem. Arjuna, having woken up to that truth, evaluated the war as dharma samsthapana and nothing more, and won the war. He became a Vijayi. And thus, hey Arjuna, you will go beyond all sorrow. And now there is a question which all of us ask. And many of us have postponed realization, maybe to the next birth. Having heard this, what happened? It is too difficult in this birth. Maybe next birth we will stop. So this birth, what will you do? I have lot of desires. I will enjoy it. Next birth I will start. Or I have done so many sins. My mind is so corrupt. Will I be able to start? Bhagavan says, Api ched सुदुराचारः अपि चेदसि पापेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यः पापकृत्तम, who is not only a PhD, who is a double PhD in all the sins that can be committed. Some of us commit one or two sins, and there may be people who's committed all the sins. Even such people. What happens? Sarvam, all of their sins, by the boat of knowledge. This is the ocean of samsara. The ocean of samsara may be so big, you may be in whatever situation you are, but the moment you catch that boat of knowledge, you are floating above all sins, and therefore you will surely cross. What was Ratnakara? None of us are so bad. If Ratnakara has hope, we have hope. Start now is the instruction of Sri Krishna. What was Arunagirinatha? Fully drowned in lust. In one moment, he woke up and he said, what kind of life am I living? And that ordinary Arunagiri became the saint Arunagirinatha. We are not so bad. If they themselves realized, in one birth, we can realize very soon. So do not postpone your realization to the next birth. Just decide now, and you will realize. How? By jnana. Then Arjuna asked, Bhagavan, your example is little discouraging. Why? Ocean of samsara is so vast, and you're giving me one boat of knowledge, and I have to row the boat so far. When, Bhagavan? Bhagavan says, sorry, I gave you the wrong example, and you're stretching the example too much. So Bhagavan gives another example. Yathaidansi samidhognihi bhasmasat kurute Arjuna. You have a huge pile of wood, and the entire pile of wood has to be turned to ashes. Just put one spark of fire. I have done so many things, Bhagavan. If you make it, it is like a tower of wood going to the sky. Don't worry. Just put one spark of fire. The entire pile of wood would burn and turn into ashes. So too, O Arjuna, don't worry about what you have done before. Apply this knowledge and you will be free. Same way, jnana agnihi sarva karmani bhasmasat kurute Arjuna. Bharatiya writes, Agni kunjonda kandren, adai anguru kattidai pondidai veithen vendu tanindadu kaadu. I went and kept only a spark in that forest of sin. The entire forest turned into ashes. And thus I danced tattarikita tattarikita tattum. That is the power of knowledge. And thus Bhagavan says in conclusion,
Nahi jnanena sadrisham pavitramiha vidyate tatsvayam yoga samsiddhaha कालेनात्मनि विन्दति श्रद्धावान् लभते ज्ञानम् तत्परः संयतेन्द्रियः ज्ञानं लब्ध्वा परां शान्तिम् अचिरेणाधिगच्छति अज्ञश्च श्रद्दधानश्च संशयात्मा विनश्यति नायं लोकोऽस्ति न परः न सुखं संशयात्मनः
Therefore, Arjuna, take refuge in knowledge. Why? Nahi jnanena sadrisham pavitram iha vidyate. There is nothing as purifying, there is nothing as pure as knowledge. Isn't it true that only that which is pure can also become a purifier? And therefore he says, there is nothing as pure as knowledge, because it is knowledge that purifies everything. All other purifiers can remove our sin, but knowledge removes the sinner also. Because the sin and the sinner both are nothing but only the manifestations of the ego. So therefore, hey Arjuna, take refuge in knowledge. Nahi jnanena sadrisham pavitram iha vidyate. There exists no better purifier than knowledge. Therefore, tat swayam yoga samsiddhihi. And therefore, you by yourself, having surrendered to knowledge, yoga samsiddhihi vindati. You will get established in that absolute result, siddhi, of the yoga of jnana yoga, which is liberation. You will get established in it by yourself. That is the power of knowledge. Knowledge dissolves all problems. It does not solve problems, because in truth, problems don't exist. And therefore, hey Arjuna, take refuge in knowledge. And then Bhagavan says, Shraddhavan labhate jnanam. Who will gain this knowledge? The one who has Shraddha. It's a beautiful story I remember about Shraddha. There was one, the Vaikhari Parampara. People go to Pandharpur and they go walking. Hundreds of people walk to Pandharpur singing the name of Lord Vithala. So one very typical media person, he wanted to cover that, and he met one of the yatris who was 80 years old, and asked him, how many years have you been coming to Pandharpur? And that man said, for 70 years I have been coming to Pandharpur. Have you seen the Lord? No. Then why are you coming to Pandharpur for 70 years? That Bhakta said, do you have dogs at home? I said, yeah. We also have dogs in our village. And at night, when a thief comes, one dog barks. And listening to that one dog bark, every other dog in the village barks. If dogs can have faith in one dog, why can't I have faith in those saints who have seen the Lord? They have sung scores of songs having seen the Lord. Jnaneshwar Maharaj, Tukaram Maharaj, they've all seen it. When dogs can have faith, why can't I have faith? And thus I will continue. Shraddhavan labhate jnanam. Why? It is said, Bahavaha jnana tapasa bhuta madbhavam agataha. Many have come through this path. If they have come, I will also go. Shraddhavan labhate jnanam tatparaha. Giving himself in surrender to that as the supreme. Sayyatendriyaha. Gaining self-control. Most important qualities. Having self-control, considering that as the greatest, having complete faith in oneself, complete faith in the Lord, complete faith in the path. When one employs himself completely in that goal, quickly, jnanam labdhva, that person, having gained that para knowledge, Param Shantim, the supreme joy and happiness that person attains. What happens to the others? Agnyascha, those who are ignorant. Ashraddadhanascha, those who don't have this kind of faith. Samshayatma, one who's always full of doubt as to where he has to employ his effort. Such a person, vinashyati. He is already in vinasha, nothing new has to happen. But only from one he goes to another and to another sorrow. He never gets to redeem himself. And for such a person, na ayam lokaha, even this world does not give him sorrow, joy, na paraha. Such a person does not get even heaven properly. Is it not? Because he commits sin after sin. And na sukham, there is no happiness for such a person who is full of doubt. And thus in the next two verses, Bhagavan completes this beautiful chapter.
Yoga sanyasta karmanam Jnana sanchinna samshayam Atmavantam na karmani Nibadhnanti dhananjaya Tasmadajnana sambhutam Hritstham jnanasinatmanah Chitvainam samshayam yogam Atishthotishhtha bharata
Thus Bhagavan is so beautifully completing this chapter. He says, the one who has surrendered all his karma in that yoga. Which yoga? Two yogas. Karma yoga as a preparation and Buddhi yoga or Jnana yoga as the absolute means. So one who has surrendered all his karma, burnt all his karma in that fire of knowledge, Jnana Sanchinna Samshayam, has destroyed all his confusions in the light of knowledge. What does it mean? It is only in the light of experience of the self all doubts can be removed. How much ever we study with our intellect, unless the experience has happened, doubts will remain. It is an absolute experience that highest is achieved. Atmavantam na karmani nibadhnanti. Because the topic is karma and how karma binds. And thus Bhagavan says, such a person, whatever action he does, he, having established himself in the Atma, Atmavantam, having gained the supreme knowledge, such a person is never ever bound again. Hey Dhananjaya. He's called Dhananjaya, one who has earned all the wealth of this world. When Arjuna went, when the Ashwamedha Yaga was happening, Arjuna went, conquered all lands and gained all the wealth. Hey Arjuna, in the same way, you will gain the wealth of absolute self-knowledge. And thus he calls him Dhananjaya. And to summarize, Bhagavan says what we said in the first day. What is that? Tasmat, therefore, Ajnana Sambhutam, the conglomerate of Ajnana. What is the Ajnana? That which has given rise to the idea that I am the body, mind, intellect. How has it come? Because of Ajnana. Because of that, the ego has risen. What is the ego? So many kinds of ideas that I am this, I am that, and so many of that. Together, Ajnana Sambhutam. Where is it? Hritstam. It is there in us only. What to do? Jnana Asina, by the sword of knowledge. Arjuna cannot be told anything else. If he was a washerman, they would have told him by the soap of knowledge. But here he is a warrior, and therefore Arjuna has to be given the imagery of taking a sword and cutting it off. Arjuna will be inspired. Jnanasinam atmanaha ajnanam chitva. Having cutted enam samshayam, all these doubts, having destroyed it, yogam atishta, become firmly rooted in that yogam. What is that yogam? Jnana yogam, that you are the Atma, you are the self. That yoga, become established in that, and he gives the last word, uttishta. Arjuna had sat down. I can't do anything. I am weak. And Bhagavan says, now Arjuna, get up. Don't sit, because you are the Atma, you are the self, and you are beyond everything. Don't sit in confusion. Rise up and stand in knowledge. And that is the last word of this beautiful chapter. And the message is, don't sit down as a weakling. Stand up and realize your absolute glory as the self. And with this, Bhagavan completes this beautiful chapter of Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. So let us chant this together.
Om Tat Sat.
Iti
Srimad-Bhagavad-Gītāsu Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yogo Nama Chaturtho Dhyayah.
And thus, in this Bhagavad Gita, which is the part of Mahabharata, this great Upanishad, this great science of knowledge, Yoga Shastra, which is the 4th chapter, called Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga, is complete.